right, gentlemen, we've been through the rules in the locker room. Once obey my commands at all time, once pick shows at all time. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Good luck to both of you.
Oh man, live sports, UFC title fight, and the interim heavyweight championship is on the line here in Derrick Lewis's backyard. Ciryl Gane trying to break through for France.
Ready, you ready, sir? Let's go.
And this championship main event is upon us. Ciryl Gane out of the southpaw stance in blue. Derrick Lewis, the orthodox fighter, is in black.
I mean, these are two big dudes. And the moment they start to come together, man, this place is going to explode.
Nearly 17,000 strong being heard from early in this one. Oh, Lewis goes high, slips. Gane greets him with a right hand.
Gane looks calm, very calm.
Here already is a difference, right? Against Curtis Blades in the small octagon, Derrick refused to go backwards and get pinned against the octagon because of the takedown. But with Gane, he's almost inviting him in to let him come close so he can try to let his punches go.
Lewis giving a southpaw look here to Gane, kicks the body. Gane more than willing to take his time, bide his time.
Gane likes to throw that poke to the knee and then set his foot down and follow with his hands right after he lands that knee attack. Gets you kind of thinking about the leg, and then he follows it.
He's so fast, man. That is the issue that a lot of these guys are having problems with. He's such a great athlete, right, that he's in and out before they can return. These big, strong, hard-hitting heavyweights are having difficult time catching up to him. Look at him poking at Derrick Lewis right there, 3, 4 different kicks, and then he just goes in and out before Derrick can even load up his punch to go.
He's very light on his feet, like he's jumping rope everywhere he goes, just fluent.
And now you see Derrick trying to go forward. And Derrick's not to take some risk, right? He's not to take a few so that he can give one, because ultimately for Derrick Lewis, it's about getting one off, and then you might knock him out.
Lewis has always been fairly measured, though, in round 1 in his career. A lot of second-round finishes.
But that's smart by Gane. The crowd might not like it, but very smart by Ciryl, understanding that the danger was imminent there as Derrick started to change level and load up that big right hand.
Yeah, just stay at kick range, keep poking at him like that. Make the big man try to find you and chase you, and then just take your time if you're Gane. Just like he's doing. Keep eating at him, poking his legs, poking his belly. Stay on the outside, because it's harder for Derrick Lewis to get to that range where Gane is at.
Because Derrick Lewis is not going to output him. He's going to try to land the big ones. He won't try to keep up with the output of Ciryl. But here's the problem, right? You can get Derrick Lewis tired, and if Cyryl's too patient, too calm, that power carries so far into the fight.
3 minutes have gone by. Derrick Lewis has yet to land a strike, has only thrown 2. That body shot should get him a notch in that column. DC looking over to make sure those stingy statisticians gave him one. They did. I'm just kidding, guys. Love you. Took us 13 fights to get a groin shot tonight.
Yeah, right. We've been good. We've been lucky.
Right on the button. As many of you know, Ciryl Gane will have 5 minutes to recover here.
I know he's tall, but you either got to go lower or higher, right? Watch this. I said, I know he's tall, but you got to either go lower or higher. You can't go straight into the groin like that, right, bud? You okay? Huh? Let's go. You ready? Timekeeper ready? Fighters ready. Derrick, you ready? Time and fight.
Back underway, coming up on 90 seconds, round 1.
Look at how quickly he got that left leg up there, man.
Yeah, he's fast. He's just double the speed.
Derrick needs to get close, get into the clinch, and just start to let those hands go.
It's just funny because it's like crazy. Like you gotta dodge that.
He ran away.
Yeah.
And that's the exact defense he needed to employ. We've seen Derrick struggle with those kicks up the middle before. Junior Dos Santos constantly poked him at the body.
Yep.
Another body kick lands for Gane.
Nice jab and a follow-up right hand for Gane behind the left ear of Lewis.
Oh my goodness, that's a big old kick.
Oh, beautiful jab from Gane.
Nice jab.
Derrick Lewis didn't like that one. Brief dispute from Lewis.
They said they both landed punches.
They both poked each other in the eye with a punch.
That was a nasty jab by Ciryl. It did not look like a punch from eye poke from either one of them. Great punch by Ciryl. A little bit of an eye poke by Derrick Lewis, but that was a nasty jab by Ciryl Gane.
So that eye poke still affecting Ciryl Gane, still trying to rub it out a little bit.
Second round, ready? Let's go, gentlemen.
And Bob Perez with some pointed advice in the corner of his longtime pupil, Derrick Lewis. They even want him to feint some level changes, Dom, as well.
They want feints, level changes, and forward pressure. And clearly, Derrick Lewis wants to, but as you can see, Gane switching out. He doesn't want to just move forward for a reason. There's something he's seeing from Gane that's throwing him off, and it's probably his speed, I would imagine.
And power like that.
That's
Gane
lightning.
hitting him hard, man. It's not like Cyril's just touching him. He's blasting him. And guess what else, right? The last time Derrick Lewis saw a heavyweight like this, right? A guy that was supposed to have knockout power. It was Francis. And his power is what deterred Francis from letting his hands go. Ciryl Gane is showing no hesitation in his approach. So that in itself may even pause Derrick. He's not showing him that respect that Derrick usually earns from his opponents. He's right in his face.
And for Ciryl Gane, plan A seems to be working out. Minute gone by round 2.
4 rounds is a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fight left. One thing that Gane is not doing to Lewis is putting a crazy pace, though. He's landing more, but the pace isn't super high to make Derrick Lewis tired.
I think Derrick got him again whenever he's trying to extend his arms to evade. Might have poked him a little bit again. None of that's intentional.
Yeah, it looked like a swipe. We got to look at it in our isolation monitor.
But you're right, Cruz. It's not like he's putting a crazy high pace on Derrick Lewis.
Not at
Derrick
all.
will be able to do this for 25 minutes.
Yep. So he's got a chance the whole fight if Gane fights him this way, but he's fighting smart. Gane is just fighting smart.
And Derrick will keep his power the whole time.
Yep.
If he's fighting at this pace.
But at this range for Gane, the power's not as threatening.
Because he's leading every single thing, right? Every interaction, it's led by Ciryl Gane.
He's also not going for the same thing every time. Now there's a jump knee out of nowhere. He's been throwing leg kicks. He's been throwing jabs, so he mixes it up well too.
This is not where you want to be, especially if your back's against the fence, because Derrick will start to let his hands go.
Gane seems to have the strength advantage in these clinch
Yeah,
situations.
right? Like, I mean, I think also more technical, right?
Yep.
He has a better understanding of these clinch positions. Now he lands that big knee right there, and look at him just swinging those knees. Open the hip, drive the knee down into the thigh. Underhook, control the far side wrist. And head position. So by keeping the right side underhook, head on the opposite side, controlling the wrist on the far side, he is now controlling both sides of Derrick Lewis's body.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round 2. No denying that Derrick Lewis has felt the pressure all week. A lot of us have not seen him of that disposition, Daniel. Hard to quantify if that has been a factor to the slow start because Lewis has been measured early in fights.
It's hard, right, John? Because I know how hard it was for me when I was fighting in Houston and I lived 3 hours away. dealing with family, trying to come to the fight. Derrick is dealing with that just in town. So maybe as the fight goes, he'll work his way into letting himself go a little bit more. But as of right now, Ciryl Gane is way ahead to start this fight.
Well, you've got nothing to lose when you're Ciryl Gane. Yeah, I mean, you do. You got a mark on your record, but you're undefeated, and you're not in your hometown, and everybody expects you to lose because you're not the favorite.
Well,
so
you're 9 fights into your career, right? You're only 9 fights in, right? You're fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. This is a big, big situation for him, and very rarely do we have a guy that wins a title when he's finally getting into 10 fights. I can't remember anybody different than Cain Velasquez, when he beat Brock, might have had 10 fights.
Oh, well, the big difference, DC, too, is the amateur. He's got the amateur record, he's got the Muay Thai record, so he's actually got 22 fights. He does not have 10, and that's what's different. These guys that are coming in with 10 pro fights actually half the time have 10 amateur fights, so they're actually 20-0. Whereas the early days, it was your record was your record. There was no amateur league, so everybody's better now.
Yeah, he's good.
Derrick Lewis 2 for 17 on his significant strike attempts. On the other side, Ciryl Gane has landed 62% of his significant strikes, near 70% overall. Lewis going back to the well with that switch kick, unable to land.
That footwork is what's throwing off everything, because Derrick Lewis needs to be able to set his feet to land, and Ciryl's not letting that happen.
So Derrick Lewis, after round 1, was unable to heed the advice of Bob Perez and Joe Murphy, whom they have called the missing piece, by the way, in terms of their grappling execution. But we'll see, DC, if he's got anything here early round 3.
Well, they need him to press. They need him to stop backing up. They understand that Cyryl's controlling all the range, all the exchanges, everything they go through, it's on his terms. Derrick's got to find a way to change that.
Heavy leg kick lands for Gane.
Derrick hasn't checked one of those yet.
Not one. Turned his foot out on that one. Now the right hand lands.
And I mean, Gane just keeps switching stances.
It's a lot of looks.
He just moves so well for a big guy.
It really is a sight to behold. And this crowd just sort of waiting with bated breath just to have some moment to respond to for their guy, D-Lew.
But they understand that it only takes one. It only takes one for Derrick Lewis to blow the roof off this place.
The smartest thing about that is that Gane's taking out his lead leg. So what's the best way to take away a right hand? It's attack the right hand or attack the lead leg that you have to put your pressure on in order to land it. And that's what Gane's doing. So each time he eats those leg kicks, taking a little bit of that sting off that right hand, just a little.
You see it, right? Bob Perez said every time you feint, he reacts. So throw a feint and let your right hand go. But Derrick's got to cut off Ciryl. He's got to take a step to the left. Right now, just take a step. He's following him, right? There's always an exit route for Ciryl Gane. You got to follow him. A slight step off in the direction that he's going will help you. The crowd's just deflated to this point. They're ready to pop. They're all on the edge of their seats, but right now, Ciryl Gane is not giving them an opportunity to involve themselves and help to carry Derrick Lewis through this championship fight.
He has effectively muted these masses with his footwork, his movement, his accuracy. 36 of 38 on the leg strikes. Leading with an elbow there, just missed.
Oh, he was in deep on that body lock. Couldn't quite get it.
And just watching, you know, you see how well-rounded this guy is. I mean,
he's not uncomfortable in the clinch. He's putting his hands in the right spots when he's in the clinch. He knows how to escape and stay safe so you're not getting punched. He twists you at the right time. I mean, he's making the safe moves. He's fighting extremely smart in Gane, and it's keeping Derrick Lewis on the outside where he can't do anything and just keep getting poked.
it's just very difficult for Derrick to get going because, like you said, Dom, when he goes, Gane will just hit him with that little side kick to the front of his knee to slow him down. And those leg kicks are crushing.
And they're adding up now. Now he doesn't want to. Can't keep beating those.
Yeah, Gane's starting to get confident.
Yeah, there's an uppercut from Gane, and now a left hand, and that leg is compromised. Ciryl Gane on the cusp of a world title.
He took out the leg and then went for the finish after the leg was taken out.
Lewis went for a counter right Unable to land. Dan Miragliotta giving him a lot of chances to survive as Gane lands an uppercut.
But this is where Lewis will try to set you up. There it is.
Oh, big right hook.
Oh, big knee from Ciryl Gane. Lewis covers up.
Watch Lewis throw here.
Whoa.
Wow, Dan
That
Miragliotta
is
interrupts the action to get Derrick Lewis his mouthpiece.
Oh, man, that one landed too. That kick landed right on the chin.
But that's when Derrick tries to get you coming in. See that?
Oh, he's hurt.
Under a minute to go in the round. Lewis
This looks like it
goes
could be
down.
the end right here. That's it. It's over now.
And that is it. France has
Hey.
a UFC champion, Ciryl Gane.
Hey.
The interim UFC heavyweight champion. Total domination on the road tonight.
Big John. He's a problem, John. He's a problem for them all. Dude's a real problem for Francis Ngannou. Outside kick, right? Because he makes you fight at range. He just beats you down, making you fight a technical fight. Heavyweights want to brawl. Derrick Lewis wants to brawl. He never got a chance. Ciryl Gane literally just outclassed him. Throws the jab, and look at that uppercut. Left hook. Even going into the fire, whenever you know Derrick's going to start to throw back, Ciryl Gane went in there and just dominated Derrick Lewis. Dude, this was impressive. He's a real problem.
The last time we saw a heavyweight with these kind of kickboxing skills was Rosenstrike. And guess who beat Rosenstrike?
Ciryl Gane.
So here we are. This man is up there. He belongs here. He's proved it again. He took out Derrick Lewis, which is no easy task, in his hometown. This man's ready for a title. That's all there is to it.
What a performance from Ciryl Gane. Thrill on one side, agony on the other. Of course, Derrick Lewis just unable to get things going tonight. And certainly the referee, Dan Miragliotta, gave him every benefit of every doubt to try to stay in this fight. But it seemed as though there was one leg kick that sort of took out the leg, and that was the beginning of the end for the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, whom you know will be back. And you can't effectively chronicle the history of this heavyweight division without talking about this man and his knockout prowess. But Ciryl Gane is the real deal, and that probably doesn't even begin to describe it. One final time tonight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and new interim UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Ciryl Gane.